What is going on, y'all? It is Jeep Guy, your Southern Gamer. Now, I'm not going to be throwing the Pixel in Me intro or anything like that. And if you would like to submit, that is located in the top right of the channel. And now, I've been getting some messages here lately about, like, why haven't you accepted my content or da-da-da, and how you're a terrible community manager because you never check your messages and stuff like that. Guys, I don't know what the hell happened, but I have seriously lost every single message that had any kind of information about a video, and like I check it every day and I never get any, and then all of a sudden the other day I get a couple of messages, and I've been meaning to make a video this week for Prestige, but I've been real busy at work, and I have a channel myself, but calling me out because I'm wasn't doing my job, and at the same time it's I'm not getting any submissions. So, and I have a shit ton of stuff to do. I'm going back to night school and doing that. So it's not, I can't make a video myself for the channel every night. So that's why I have to rely on y'all to send in content, and I can upload it. It doesn't take me time whatsoever to upload. I got like 50 down and like a 5 or so up connection. So I mean, it doesn't take any time whatsoever. But we accept anything Call of Duty related. I mean, even zombies. We've had a couple of people turn in zombies. Dead Ops Arcade. You can see I'm playing it right now. Just doing a little let's play because it keeps the file size down for me. And I've had a couple of people ask me what I look like. Apparently they never saw my channel or anything like that. But yeah, I'm a ginger, and this is ultimate relax mode engaged right here. I got my recliner in my room. Got the house myself, my dog's in the other room, man. It's ultimate relaxation. Roommate's gone for the week, so I have nothing to do other than work and play video games, and that is a paradise week for myself. I was actually planning on playing some Black Ops on the multiplayer and stuff like that, but for some reason PlayStation decided that they were going to do an update on the day I have off. So I think it's coming back on at 9 o'clock tonight, but there are a bunch of people that are able to play online. I can play online, but just not on Black Ops. I can't really play Modern Warfare 3. I can play Borderlands and stuff like that online, but I have no luck playing online with any Call of Duty thing. Hopefully it'll come back up before 9 o'clock tonight so I can actually play and get some recording done. But if you'd like to play with me or talk to me, my Skype name is JeepGuy934. My PlayStation, Xbox, I'm never really on my Xbox. I'm sorry about that, but I have a lot of friends on PlayStation, and I try to even it out, but it doesn't work all the time. You're probably going to see me fail like hell because I don't really play zombies that much, and Dead Ops Arcade, I don't play much either. I tend to enjoy it and have fun with it, because that's what video games are to me. It's just a relaxation tool that I've done since I've had it since I was a kid, man. And that's I do want to talk about something with y'all, because this is the thing. I accept any kind of videos, let's plays, montages, and stuff like that. Funny videos, series videos, whatever you want, tips. If you think you can do something better than somebody else, then by all means throw yourself out there and try, because you'll never get anywhere without trying. And that's what I tell people all the time is, if you're wanting to get in to commentaries, you at least need to do a 30-day challenge, because a 30-day challenge, maybe with a Dazzle, or if you already got a PVR and you already invested that money, you need to give it a try. And a 30-day challenge is like one of the best things that I can give anybody, because I'll do a dual com with you, and honestly, I don't get a lot of videos in my sub box for some reason. I don't understand it. I have to go searching around for people's videos, and I think YouTube's somewhat broken, because my videos don't always go up in the sub boxes either. And the thing that I don't understand is, people get mad at me when I don't watch their videos, but if you don't if you don't tell me about your videos, I didn't even see that guy down there. If you don't tell me about your videos, I don't necessarily always know they're there. And you know, I've had so many people tell me that they're going to do a 30-day challenge, and at the same time, you know, I've only had 2 or 3 people actually complete it. Now, as there have been 5 people doing it. And what I do is, you know, I'll watch, you know, whatever you send me, I watch, you know, I'll like it if I like it, and if I don't like it, you know, I'll tell you why I don't like it. I'll give you some hints, some tips, some tricks on how to commentate, because I don't really give tips on how to play video games. You know, I can give out some of them, but the way I look at it is, you know, everybody already knows what I'm trying to tell them, because I just give you some stupid ass advice and tell you how I play. And you know how I play. I rush around. I am balls to the walls open. No matter what game I play, even in stealthy games where you're supposed to be quiet and stuff, that shit just bores the hell out of me, because I like running and gunning. You know, that's why I'm the character I am in Borderlands 2. You know, that's my play style, and that's how I play it, and I can tell you how to be successful with that. Now, it's not going to give you the opportunity to get all the nukes in the world, because you have to play smart, and my tactics are not smart. You know, I die. Like, I don't care about my KDR. Now, if I'm in a, you know, kill-based game, you know, I'll slow down and play a little bit smarter and try not to die as much to give the other enemy, you know, points. But I'm rushing around from spot to spot. If I'm in a spot for more than a second, it's just to reload both my guns. And, but yeah, back to the 30-day challenge. I honestly think if, you know, anybody's looking to become a commentator, you know, the best way to do it is a 30-day challenge, because it's going to help you basically do everything that you need to do. It's going to help your speech pattern. It's going to help your channel become active, you know, with more people, you know, stopping by and saying, okay, well, this guy's actually serious. He's on day 15. He's actually continuing it. Okay, well, I'm going to sub to him. Because that's the thing, is not everybody comes over and subs to you right away. They like to see your hard work. And nowadays, you know, with supply and demand of YouTube, I mean, it's, you know, hell, I've been on YouTube for like 2.5, 3 something years, and I still, you know, am under 2K subs, and I have a, you know, pretty dead audience. But, you know, I still put up, you know, videos, try to almost every other day, like every day. There's, you know, some days I go like 2 or 3 days without it, but, you know, at my peak time, I try my best to at least put up, you know, at least a video a day. But, you know, with work and stuff like that, and, you know, that's another thing you got to factor into it. What you need to get yourself on is a schedule, you know, a schedule of posting videos. Because without a schedule, and you post one every 3 days, you know, people aren't going to know when you're posting videos. They're going to be like, oh, well, he's only posting, you know, a video every couple of days, and, you know, well, why is he doing this right here? Why is he doing this? You know, you got to keep people entertained, keep people wanting to come over and watch your videos, and wanting to be like, hey, look, you know, I want to play with this guy. And another thing, interact with your subs. Your channel will die if you do not interact with your subs. I've told people this time and time again. I don't know how many times I have to tell people for them to understand, but when I tell you to interact, I mean interact, respond to comments, you know, invite people in to come play with you. You know, and I'm bad about this myself, is if I don't like a certain game, I don't always want to play that game. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily always like to play Call of Duty based games. And Jesus Christ, I'm stuck in this helicopter. I thought I could go to the other area. Okay, thank you. I'm going this way now. But, you know, play games with your subscribers, you know, because they're your friends, they're your fans, you know. And YouTube's really about building friendship up, and that's the way I look at it. It's another way to meet people that are into the same stuff as you are, because I come from a small town, and there's not many gamers here. You know, it's a redneck town. You know, there's a lot of people that like to hunt and fish, and that's about it. They don't like playing video games. They don't like doing that kind of stuff. And, you know, I can understand it. It's a small town in Georgia. So why would most people out here like playing video games? It's inside. You know, a lot of people like it to be where they're outside and stuff like that. And hey, I'm perfectly fine with going outside. I think every person needs to at least spend, 20-30 minutes, maybe an hour outside a day, not only to get the sun and stuff that you need, but because honestly, you can get depressed inside if it's all you're doing is just hanging out inside and stuff like that and playing video games. It can really cause, a form of depression sink in, and it's really one reason is because you're not getting the vitamins you get from sun, and you basically limit yourself to doing this and this only. Never do never put video games in front of real life friends and stuff like that. It's best not always to go out. Don't get me wrong, I do not go out every weekend. My ideal weekend is sitting in this room playing video games, talking to my friends on Skype, and pretty much bullshitting around and having fun. That is my ideal weekend. Now, some weekends I'll go out and have fun with my friends and stuff like that, but I'm not getting drunk every weekend. I really don't. I don't really like to get drunk all the time. Now, I do enjoy having a few beers and stuff. I do work at Miller Lite, so I'll enjoy having a few tasty beverages. Come on over here. You're the next contestant on Slap My Monkey. Slap My Monkey. You son of a bitch, monkey. You son of a bitch. Woo, down there. I'm in a tank and I'm running over dead people. Shooting them with my gun. Running over dead people. Shooting them with my gun. Oh my god. But yeah, if you're interested in a 30-day challenge, hit me up on Skype. Let me know, or if you want to play with me sometime, just let me know, and I'll see, I'll delete somebody, because what I do on my PlayStation is I cycle through folks. I do it on my Xbox as well. I cycle through people that I don't necessarily play with much anymore. Because if you don't play with me every week or something like that, I'm gonna wind up taking you off my friends list. And it's not because I don't like you or anything like that. I have a bunch of people that want to play video games with me, and it's hard to play with everybody, because a lot of people like playing games that I don't necessarily like to play. So it's very hard for me to sit here and tell you one thing that you need to do, and at the same time, it's very hard for me to play with people when they're playing games that I don't enjoy. And I'm not going to say those games, but they're games that people take way too seriously. People get, too penisy about certain games and stuff like that. Oh man, round 11? Hell yeah! And see, Let's Plays, that's the way I look at them. It's, like 30-something minutes of, just having fun and, pretty much just bullshitting around with people talking and stuff like that. And I want to talk another thing, to a topic I made, I said about, video games. Video games aren't that bad. Like, I'd like to say something. I've met a few girls that did not necessarily mind me playing games and stuff like that. They actually enjoyed watching me play video games, and I love that. That is amazing that you can find somebody to play video games with you. But that's really why I'm single, because I don't have anybody to play video games with that's a girl and enjoys at least watching. You get those girls that say, "Oh yeah, I don't mind at all," but then they start to watch you fuck me. Yeah, they start to watch you fuck yourself. They start to watch you play video games, and then like 20 minutes in, they're like, "Well, can you teach me? How do I shoot? How do I run?" Okay, no problem. I'm teaching you, learning. And then they're thinking to themselves, "This is boring. Can we go drink at the bar?" It's like, "No, bitch. No, we cannot go drink at the bar. Why would you want to go drink at the bar?" "Well, this isn't that fun to me. I mean, eh." And then another thing too. Let me ask you, is playing video games that bad? Would you rather your boyfriend be sitting there at a bar getting drunk with his friends and pretty much hitting on every single piece of titties that come in there, or would you rather your boyfriend be at the house hanging out with his friends playing Pwn and Noobs, getting headshots, playing Borderlands 2 and stuff like that. I think the second one would be my choice, me personally, just for the simple fact that I ain't got to worry about him catching anything online. The worst thing he's going to do is masturbate, and then when he gets home, he's going to do something with you. I mean, you know, guys on the internet that, like, the way they put gamers as on the internet is totally false to what we really are. You know, we don't sit here, and if there's a girl half naked, we're not going to turn that down just to keep playing, you know, fucking Black Ops or anything like that. You know, yes, I have turned down some tail, but, you know, it's not because I was playing video games. It's because I really just did not feel like dealing with her ass right then and there. I'm not going over there. That monkey will shake my money. Some monkey will take my money! And right now, you can't see my score. It's 512,000. Oh, nice. The Room of Faith. Let's start at the bottom. My mother told me to pick the very best tiger, and you are not it. Okay, top. Speed! The Furious Feet. I don't like that. I don't need that. But I'll take it. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Die, you son of a bitch. Die. I like to run around and shoot zombies in the head. He just flipped me with his big old head. He killed me and told me a little fib. He said, hey human, I won't eat your brain today. I said, whoa zombie, what are you doing? You trying to eat my brain and I'm trying to hit you. And I got a shotgun. Shotty shotgun. I probably won't even make it to the creeper. Creeper. Jeepers. Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers. Creepers. Where'd you get them eyes? Boom. Shakalaka. Titty bitch. Titty titties. Ooh, ray gun. I'm happy I got this one. Oh, man. I'm down to my last life. I'm down to my last life, guys. And I killed myself. I killed myself. I always have this bad problem running into that. What the hell? What the hell? Am I dead? Of course you're dead. And there's a big old monkey gonna jump on your back. There's a monkey on my back. Somebody damn poison the water hole. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, like I killed so many people. I got jewels running on top of me. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What the question mark exclamation? Oh, it's your treasure. Well, guess what, Mighty Joe Young? You suck dick. You suck, Mighty Joe Young. 1,000 kills, it's not I'm not too upset with that. Round 14. By myself, first time in a while. Y'all have a great one. Peace.